Can I blame this on Varrock? But this is like a content creator problem. But because the issue is that there is a culture and there's a reward incentive in Warhammer 40k community to leak things. And what does a video editor actually does? Well, they edit the video before it gets released on a live stream or in an announcement. So they will be in a position where they will get early access information. And they absolutely do not want that information going into a leaky board.
I think it's because I leak shit.
But if he ever says something like, hey, I leaked this, or I hope that people don't get invested into Imperial Guard because the edition is bad, we're actually talking actual damages here. This might actually be against the law in the UK.
I bet they lost out.
No! So the title of this video is "So I'm officially blacklisted by Games Workshop," and I wonder what blacklisted by Games Workshop actually entails. Like, how far down the shit does it actually get you? Is it inquisitive? Like, do they go around and strike your videos? Like, do they send... I mean, remember, he lives in the UK. Are they going to sue you? Like, get the police after you because you hurt their feelings? You do a bad Twitter post, and then they get annoyed with it?
Raging against the machine or anything like this. This is just funny. And this is some hard evidence, some hard proof of something I've been saying for a little while now, which is that I am blacklisted by Games Workshop.
The thing is that, like, Games Workshop is so antagonistic to everyone in the content creator space. I feel like getting blacklisted is like the default, like, position. Like, you start blacklisted on default, and then you have to work your way up. So, like, I'm probably in the shitter right now, but, I mean, if I start shilling for GW, maybe I can work my way up. It's like the World of Warcraft reputation system. You start in, like, neutral or something, or unfriendly, and have to work your way up to exalted.
Now, this is especially... It's kind of funny that this is come out.
I don't know,
because
I didn't watch the video. I'm not sure if it's actually blacklisted.
Recently, saying that I was like a big pussy channel.
Where are the
I was
documents?
basically like paid
Where's the
opposition
list?
For Games Workshop.
I need the GW list.
Like, if you like, so fucking like remedial that. Anyway, right?
No, I actually want to see the GW list of all the people who are sponsored. And I'm not even going to shit on them. I just want to know. Like, everyone who's got, like, early access, everyone who signed, like, an NDA, that might actually be a treasure trove. I wish that gets leaked instead of whatever the hell, like, Valrak gets. Like, I don't really care about, like, the model leaks anymore. I want to see, like, the NDA leaks.
Now, I have suspected for a long time that I am blacklisted by Games Workshop, and I have had some a little bit of evidence here and there about
give us good leaks for once.
Me
give us something different
by Games Workshop. Me being considered a undesirable number one, like in Harry Potter, right?
Gamza has just controlled opposition.
I once. And the first evidence I had from this is when I leaked the Imperial Guard.
But here's the thing, though. If you're an actual GW shill, let's say you're an actual GW ball washer, would you actually tell everyone that? I mean, the perfect disguise, if you are a shill, the perfect disguise would be to say that you got blacklisted. I'm just saying.
At Codex in 9th edition.
I'm just talking about real politics right now.
In advance. And I used to get on...
Because the timing is kind of weird. It's like Valrak's like, oh no, I've been blacklisted. And then Mordian is saying, oh, I got blacklisted too. And it's like straight after the Nelon video.
Very well with my local...
And I'm not saying he's actually a shill. I'm just saying that, like...
They replaced him as someone...
As a theoretical.
But I remember, like, going in, and I used to get on really well with him. He was a guy called Josh. Really sound. Really sound. A lot of time for a lot of respect. He was one of, I would say, the last good Games Workshop managers. And he, after I leaked the Codex, I went into the local GW to pick up some paints, because I used to, when I still bought things from them before they had an...
So I'm just looking forward to that a little bit.
With him, and he was like, have you heard about, like... I had a conversation with him, and he said, I got something funny to tell you. And I was like, he's like, oh yeah. And I went, we had an email today. And I was like, oh yeah. And he went, yeah, it's about you. And I was like, what do you mean it's about me? And he went, well, you know how you leaked the guard codex? And I
wonder in that email, does it actually give off his name, right? Like, or does it call him as Mordian Glory? Is he called Mordian Glory in real life, like in the hobby store, or do they call him by like a real name?
I was like, oh yeah. And he went, yeah, well, we've had an email about that.
Like, if he walks into the hobby store, right, does people call him like a real name, or do they just call him Mordian Glory? And in that email, did they just call him Mordian Glory or by like an actual name?
And I was like, oh yeah. And he was like, yeah, it was it was pretty funny. And yeah, and so I won't say too much.
It's because it's reminding me of like that scene from Transformers.
Are you username LadiesMan217?
And Games Workshop's like, are you Mordian Glory? Did you leak the codex?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you username LadiesMan217?
So to Games Workshop, it's not even like a human anymore. It's like Mordian Glory.
Are you username LadiesMan217?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you username LadiesMan217?
Much, but Josh told me some things that were, like I said, I got on with him very well. He was a good mate. He was OG, and he basically said, yeah, we've got to be, we've all been told to be careful, like around you now. And I was like, that's hilarious. Like, I didn't get the leaks from someone in Games Workshop. And he went, yeah, he went, oh, didn't you? And I was like, no, like I won't tell you where I got it from, but like I didn't get anything. It didn't come from GW. It came from somewhere that, it came from completely outside the GW ecosystem kind of thing.
It's like, oh wow. It's almost like Game of Thrones right now, man. It's like the Lannisters sends their regards. Kevin Roundtree sends his regards. And you hear like the Reigns of Castamere playing in the background.
I think that it's come from inside. They think that it's come from inside the thing. Anyway, so before I don't think Josh doesn't work at Games Workshop anymore. Before Josh left, I had some more conversation with him and stuff, and he was like, yeah, we've all been told that we can't talk to you anymore.
Can't let you in anymore.
And I was going to make it difficult buying stuff from GW. And he's like, yeah, well, he said, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it, kind of thing. I'm leaving anyway. All this kind of stuff.
Ships,
Then I also.
Can you imagine if imagine if World War III happened, right? The whole loose lips sink ships shit. I shouldn't have said that. Like I can't pronounce words, but you know the World War II saying, "Loose lips sink ships." And World War III happened, and then you have people like Valrak around, and then Valrak would just be like, "World War III rumors. The Royal Navy, are they going to the Scapa Flow?" And imagine if people like Valrak can just be like leaking like fucking military secrets all day. Imagine if Chapter Master of Valrak played War Thunder. And his entire channel is just leaking like fucking like military secrets to like War Thunder, like because he only deals in leaks and rumors and shit, right?
So that
it's probably better off that he's in Warhammer 40k, because like, I can see him if he's like a historian or something. He plays War Thunder, like, and he just spends all day like leaking like Chinese like tank specs and then like British tank specs to like fucking Gaijin HQ.
That was like one piece, and then I've also had people sort of
stop going on tangents.
Mention things in like passing and stuff like that. So I've been told by by multiple people who used to work at Games Workshop that I am on the naughty list. Okay, but you don't like. But some of these people, like Josh is. I have respect for him, but he was like someone I knew. He wasn't like a mate or anyone.
War Thunder was fun.
Maybe it was just we were just having a bit of fun and everything. But that was a few years ago. But since then, I haven't really like heard much about it. Like I've suspected that I've been blacklisted and stuff. But there was a fun thing that we did like a few years ago where GW did like the Hobby Heroes thing, and like everyone on the channel like emailed into GW saying Mordian Glory should be a hobby hero, and then they didn't put me up for anything. But who knows? Maybe other people got more attention than me, right? But here's the big one. So a few days ago, I one of the people that used to work on the Morning Glory channel with me reached out to me and said, I have proof that you are blacklisted. So for those of you that know your Mordian Glory deep lore, about 4 years ago, near the time when I went full time, there was a mate of mine called Tom. Custodes Tom. Custodes! Yes! You know, and he used to do a few battle reports with me, and he used to do a little bit of editing for the channel.
Does he still make videos? Did Games Workshop like screw up Custodes lore that badly? They just like abandoned his channel
and everything. But you know, life moves on and everything, and so he moved on to other stuff. And
show me the list. I want to see the list.
Simon and Evan and all that kind of stuff. And he, you know, reached out to me when he heard about this guy calling me paid opposition, and he said, "I've got absolute proof that you are not like paid opposition." So he went for a job interview with Games Workshop because he's been doing a lot of like freelance video editing, and he's been building up a really good portfolio of stuff. But,
that's what I do.
You know, sometimes it can be, I don't know why he's gone for a job at Games Workshop, but he's been doing it for a few years now. So, becoming a professional video editor for GW, that's potentially, a bit of a step up. Personally, I think better.
Imagine if like I get into like a video editing position and I start editing all their videos the same way I did like the Dustfront EXE video. Just kill off all the boomers with like all the flashing imagery and just like fucking give them all a heart attack. Done.
To stay freelance, better to be self-employed all the way, but there you are. But he said,
epilepsy warning.
He said, yo, buddy, just so you're aware, I wanted to message you, but I've applied for a few jobs at Games Workshop, and a couple of months ago, I was meant to be a video editor for them, and I got to the final interview stage, and I did a video for them.
They don't need video editors. They need like a live stream manager or like an audio manager, because I think like 4 out of 5 live streams that they've done has been like a lot of trouble. Like there were a lot of audio issues, a lot of technical issues. And I'm really surprised for like a large company, before they do a live stream, they don't actually test all their equipment.
However, as soon as they
even the primary school would do that before
I edited for you in the past, they went completely dead and they seemed so off.
Wait, what?
So in the interview, they said my work was really good, etc. But because of my previous connections, they don't want to move forward.
Did they actually say that?
So literally, because he did... Like the only Warhammer YouTuber who's ever done like editing for is me. Like that's it. Yeah.
Streamlag.
So there's some other bits in there as well where he was like, I don't condone the
should be okay though.
He said I've had to add a little note to people who have sent my CV/video portfolio over, and it's this, and basically I don't condone the actions or anything I've worked for in the past. I don't want you thinking, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, that's really petty. If that's true, that's really petty, man. Like, I mean, at a certain point, maybe they're afraid that they... Okay. Actually, no, that doesn't make a little bit of sense. And this is where maybe... Can I blame this on Varak? But this is like a content creator problem. But because the issue is that there is a culture and there's a reward incentive in Warhammer 40k community to leak things. And what does a video editor actually does? Well, they edit the video before it gets released on a live stream or in an announcement. So they will be in a position where they will get early access information. And they absolutely do not want that information going into a leaky boy, right? Because the last time that happened, it actually affected some of their sales. Like apparently Valorant got into a lot of trouble for leaking like some of the Kill Steam stuff like a year and a half ago, roughly. Like apparently there was like an actual internal memo that went out saying like Valorant ruined everything. And so I don't think this is necessarily like a blacklisting. I think this is just like normal OPSEC shit.
Blah. So, but I did want you to know that apparently I did want you to know GW apparently don't want to associate with you or anyone you work with which is odd. And I don't think they were that much.
So we're talking about a content creator, content creators who have a history of leaking which may cause losses in the company. And imagine you as a person who are in charge of hiring this person. Because interviews usually have like 2 people nowadays in the UK because of like discriminatory laws and all of that. So usually interviews have like 2 people to just make sure that everything's, like an HR person and like a person within the department, which is like probably marketing or something. You have like HR and marketing during the interview. And so if you bring up Mordian Glory and then you hire this person and then leaks happen, whose fault would that be? Like shit rolls downhill. So that's going to affect your job as well. That's too much of a risk, to actually take for that to actually happen. And we're talking about like and what's the payoff here? It's like a video editor. He does good editing. Well, he's like a dime a dozen. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people who does video editing. And so no one wants to bear that risk. And I think that's just a very like natural corporal thing to actually do. I don't actually necessarily think that it's like a blacklisting or anything.
Of pussies, but well. Let me know if you want to change anything in the message, blah, blah, blah. No, that's fine. Basically...
And lastly, you have to consider that Mordian Glory has communications going on with Warlord Games as well. He's like I don't say he's very well connected, but he probably has a line with Warlord Games. So do you really want like the information on your models, your release schedules and all of that possibly leaked to Warlord Games as well, who's your direct competitor?
Yeah, that's basically it. I'm cutting out a few bits because there's a few like personal bits and stuff in there. But yeah, so essentially, I am now like fully blacklisted from Games Workshop. Now, Tom said he thought it might be because, and
I know that Games Workshop is really like careful about leaks nowadays because I heard that they even have like a special disposal method now because the previous leaks, how they got out was that people basically rummaged their garbage bins. So previously, like bad molds, like bad prototypes, damaged packaging from like to be released models would just get dumped out into the dumpster, and then people would just dumpster dive. And then see, pictures of the newest packaging, prototype models and stuff like that. And that's where some of the leaks actually came from. So Games Workshop actually has like a new disposal method where they just put things through the shredder nowadays to kind of minimize that. So with that in mind, will they really hire an editor who is like in good relationship, who like communicates with Mordian Glory? I really don't think so. Like, why carry that risk?
Like some people, you've got people like out there on Reddit who are like, oh, Mordian's like a fascist and blah, 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 which if you know anything about me is like, we're not even going to get into it. It's just fucking Reddit brain, right?
Wait. He's a fascist? Wait, Mordian Glory's a fascist? I didn't know that.
It's literally Reddit brain. Reddit's not a real place. It doesn't even fucking matter, right? Reddit
is not a real place. Is he secretly based?
Accused me.
We need to look through all the subreddits that you've joined, Mr. Mordian Glory. Are you subscribed to r/Asmongold?
Of being an anti-Chinese.
Were you in the Horus Galaxy subreddit?
Chinese racist.
I actually don't know about the spicy jokes that he's done. He's like looking at him, he's like the least threatening person ever. Like, I don't think, even if he made a spicy joke, I'll just be like, whatever, man. Like, dudes are going to be edgy. Who the fuck cares?
My editor is Chinese. Evan.
Whoa, his editor is Chinese. Wait, his editor is Chinese? Wait, I'm his editor? Holy shit, I did not know that I was editing for that. I'm just joking.
My right-hand man, the power behind
China
the throne,
mentioned, let's
is
go.
Chinese. But
wait, now the subreddit's going to say that he's like employing like low-cost workers to edit for him. It's like enslaving the Chinese people. It's like the opium wars all over again. He's like enslaving the Chinese people to edit for him. Is that why his editing is so bad? I'm just joking. His editing's fine.
Clearly, I'm a massive anti-Chinese racist, right? Like, these people are so fucking stupid. So basically, I don't think there's a maybe it's because GW is
no, but seriously, don't care what Reddit says. You can just say something. You can just say anything and then just put it out of context.
Oh, there's one other thing. He said the two people who interviewed.
Nah, he's British. He would hire Indians. You mean he would hire British people? I mean, British people hiring British people is just very natural, man. What are you talking about?
Me are pretty new, apparently. So it might be the newer people who are coming into it might not like anyone being affiliated with previous content creators or stuff like that, right? So again, and this is what I'm saying.
I just think it's a leak issue, dude.
They've been getting through a lot of brain drain, and the people that they're hiring now are people who toe the company line. So and also you've got a lot of young people who you've got a lot of young people who are basically.
Oh, he hates Zoomers too. He's ageist
about like social media and stuff like that, right? Now,
hey, Corn's back.
Now the thing is, maybe it's that. Maybe it is that. Maybe GW is so fucking yellow energy. It's so fucking
I like Zoomers. They're pretty cool.
Corpo pussyo that they are like, oh no, more people on Reddit think these things about Mordian, so we can't be associated with any way, shape, or form. I don't give a fuck, do you do? I don't give a fuck. But I don't actually think it's that. I don't think it is. I think, look, maybe I don't think it's any way, shape, or form. People on Reddit think these things about Mordian, so we can't be associated with any way, shape, or form. I don't give a fuck, do you do? I don't give a fuck. But I don't actually think it's that. I don't think it is. I think, look, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they've gone full, James woke slop. Right, okay.
Imagine if like Games Workshop, like if they have like a really spicy Twitter page, you should probably hire someone who's really spicy, but they probably won't because they're in the UK, right? If I was in charge of the Games Workshop Twitter and someone linked me this video, I'll just say who? I don't even know who you are.
A lot of people
so
would
fucking
say
funny.
that. A lot of people
Mordian
would
who?
Use that as a grift to go, that culture war, Warhammer and all this kind of bollocks. I don't give a fuck about any of that. And I have stated that position many times.
And I'm not saying this to be mean, but it would just be really funny if they have no idea what the fuck is happening.
So much so that now people have started saying that I'm a GW bore washer. Because I'm like, I don't engage in any of that
who the fuck
shit.
is this guy?
I'm like an N. I'm on no one's side because no one's on my side. I don't give a fuck. I'm just here to paint the models and to have fun. Keep all the real life shit out of my games. Okay, that's all I care about. Don't involve me. All right. People get upset with me for not picking a side. And I'm like, I'm not picking fucking sides. Fuck off. Anyway, point is, right? I don't think it's that. I think I could grift and farm that if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. That's not my way. That's not what I do. That would be against the principles of myself and the principles of this channel, right? I tell you why I think it is. I think I could grift and farm that if I want, right? I don't think it's that. Anyway, point is, right?
All right, let's go back a little bit.
I don't think it's that. I think I could grift and farm that if I.
Well, what's that?
Don't involve me. All right. People get upset with me for not picking a side. And I'm like, I'm not picking fucking sides. Fuck off.
He's talking about politics.
Anyway,
right.
I think it's two reasons. Two reasons, right? I think it's because I leak shit.
Oh, well, there you go.
I have successfully leaked the 9th edition guard codex.
I would not say that right now. I would not say that right now because this actually might get into legal trouble. Like, if Games Workshop wants to be a fucking dick, this might actually get into legal trouble. Especially if he starts talking about like, hey, I am leaking. Okay, this you don't want to say this, okay? And I'm sure this will not happen, and I don't hope for anything to happen. But if he ever says something like, hey, I leaked this as like a good conscience, and I don't want to, the codex is shit, and I want to tell people ahead of time so they don't spend money on this, or don't buy the codex, or I hope that people don't get invested into Imperial Guard because the edition is bad. We're actually talking actual damages here. This might actually be against the law in the UK.
The 10th edition guard codex and the 10th edition Imperial Agent.
I know he wants to do the good thing, but you don't actually need to say all of that out loud. And I don't know to what extent did he actually leak the codex, but it might actually go into like actual legalities here, which I really won't actually recommend, because you're living the same fucking like, it's another thing for them to sue like an American. It's very easy for them to like get someone in the UK in trouble.
Agents Codex. It's because of my leaks that everyone found out that Imperial Agents was a catalog, not a codex. Like Games Workshop probably, I don't know. I've no idea. I've no evidence. This is
Jesus
pure
fucking Christ.
bullshit speculation. I bet Games Workshop actually got. I bet they lost out.
No!
Because remember how they marketed Imperial Agents? And then remember what the reality was when the leaks came out? Everyone's like, oh my God, I can't wait for like custom armies, Crystal Warbands, blah, blah, blah.
Bro, the next video is going to be, so I'm officially sued by Games Workshop. You don't say that out loud, because you might actually get, so I'm actually sued by, so I'm officially in a lawsuit by Games Workshop. No.
And it was just Kill Team Catalog.
Oh my
And
God,
they
why would you say that?
purposefully hid that
Anyways, probably
information
nothing's
from
going to
everybody.
happen.
And in the moment that I leaked it, and guys, this is the fucking codex. It's not what you think it is. Loads of people went, I'm out of agents. GG, done. I'm not buying the pre-order or anything like that. Yeah. So now to be fair, they might have been pissed off at me, that one. But when I leaked the 9th edition codex, the 10th edition codex, I told everyone, guys, this is actually amazing. Incredible codex.
Okay. I guess this evens things out. Maybe.
Go full fucking send. Go nuts. Blah 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 blah. Like, yeah.
But I don't think they like leaks in general.
GW way more money than I've ever lost them. But for GW, they don't care about that. You know, think about all like the unit reviews I've done, all the tactics videos I've done, and I bet I know people who have
I don't think you make those
bought in based on that, right? Like that's I just talk. That's what I mean. I just talk about the units. I talk about when things are good. I say nice things. When things are bad, I say bad things. It's that simple. Like I talk. This is why people sometimes call me a fence sitter, because they're like, "Oh, Mordian, you never take a stance." No, I do take a stance. Okay, when something is good, I say good things. When something is bad, I say bad things. I do take a stance. Okay.
Someone clip this part and then send it to Nello.
Call me a fence sitter, because they're like, "Oh, Mordian, you never take a stance." No, I do take a stance. Okay, when something is good, I say good things. When something is bad, I say bad things. I never actually sit on the fence. I come down on either side of the fence on different topics. But anyway,
oh Jesus fucking Christ! I think Delop's gonna make like an entire video out of this, and I don't even necessarily want him to, because I feel like it's kind of like beating like a dead horse.
Point is, I think it's that, or, and I really hope it isn't this one. It's because I work with Warlord Games.
It could be both. You could just be like the perfect mess. It does not need to be one thing. They just see you as like too compromised. There's too many factors going in, too many modifiers. And so it's better to just cut off all relationship, if that's the case. And it's not even necessarily, hey, I'm going to blacklist you. It's just that you're a liability. Because if we're having leaks or anything like that, we just don't want like an actual, like a source of that, right? It's just not touching the poop in the first place. And I'm not calling him poop, by the way, but I'm just saying that it's just, there's no reason for them to actually do it.
I have no idea. I have no idea about that. I have no idea about that. Okay? And I do not want to put... I think it's the leaks thing. I think it's the leaks things, but it might not even be necessarily because I talk about like Warlord Games or anything. It might be because I promote other game systems. Who knows? It could be a combination of all of them. Why pick? It could be all.
Mordian was talking about that a weeks ago during one stream. Send you links in DMs. Are we allowed to watch it?
All of them. Who knows? I don't.
By the way, I'll read the message after this one, right? Before the Dawn of War 4, you sent me like a message. Am I supposed to read that one, or can I read that later? Do you want me to read that on stream?
I don't know why I'm black. I don't know. Let me put it this way.
Wait, did you say I'm black?
I don't know why I'm black. I don't know. Let me put it this way.
But what the Wait, what? Bro, you can't say that like Reddit hates you and all that shit and then come out with that, dude.
I don't know exactly. Do you know what it could be? I've got it.
And then he makes the cut. But he went an entire tangent about him being black, and then he just did the cut.
I bet I know what it is. I've done contact with Varak.
Wait,
I've
what?
I've done content.
Is it Varak's fault?
Content with Varak. I bet that's it. I bet I'm blacklisted by association. I've been in videos with Varak. I've been on Varak's channel. Varak's been on my channel.
Yeah.
I've been on stream with Varak.
No, that's not it. That can't be it. Because here's the thing. Winter SEO gets early access, and he's done more than one battle rap with Varak. And by extension, Winter SEO has also done battle raps with Luton as well. So I don't know how many degrees that actually go, but I don't think Varak is the actual. I don't think Varak is the main factor here, because he's basically done content with every single person in the UK. So I find it hard to believe that they will single out Mordian Glory. He's probably talking shit right now, anyways.
Went to UKGE only like a month ago with Varak. I bet you it's that. I bet you it's that. So, because I'm associated with Varak and Games Workshop hates Varak, if someone goes to work for GW after working for me, is he going to talk about the
Varak DMs?
Then GW will think, oh, hang on, well, this might be like a spy coming in, and then he'll pass it on to Mordian, and Mordian will pass it on to Varak. That's what I bet it is. You covered the Headless Marine scandal?
No, that's impossible, because Winter gets early access as well, and he deals with Varak.
Yeah, that's true. What?
You get Winter SEO. By the way, no hate to Winter SEO. He does very good battle raps. He's a very chill dude. I watch his stuff more than like any other battle rap channels out there. But no, even very recently he did the Armageddon like early access box unboxing and like first impressions and all of that. So it's definitely not like a Varak.
How did you behave, Varak? Because he leaks stuff. Because he's the ultimate leaker. There could be an executive that really doesn't like you because you're not a friend of the brand. Oh, 100%. Yeah. And like I said, I think it could be all of them. I don't think it's necessarily one or the other. I think it could be all of them. But yeah. Now I want to make something clear.
Can you imagine like in the middle of this live stream, like you get like a dude dressed as a space marine just coming in, like breaking in through the door and just dragging him out? He needs to do another one of this during April Fools, and then have someone in like a Death Watch, like Inquisitor cosplay, and just drag him out like in the middle of the stream. Just arrest him. That's like a bit. It'll be so funny. It'll be epic.
It's funny. Not speaking of Varak, not throw shade in him, but Varak was like, oh, I don't know why I've been blacklisted. GW, like, reach out to me. Like, I want to be your biggest, like, fanboy, and I want, us to, like, get on. Fuck that. No, I don't give a fuck. I am in no way surprised that I am blacklisted.
By the way, what this really implies was that Varak is being a shill for free right now. Varak was willing to be a shill, and he's now shilling for free. I won't say free because it's getting a lot of attention and he got leaks anyways, but it just kind of sets up the entire character, right?
I'm in no way surprised. I am in no way surprised that.
Hey, Crusader King, thank you for liking my video and thanks for dropping on. It really means a lot.
That I am blacklisted. In fact, it would have been more of a surprise that I wasn't blacklisted. Okay? It would have been more of a surprise. And I'll tell you why. Okay? Because I have leaked stuff and Games Workshop does not like leaks. Okay? I am openly critical of Games Workshop.
I don't think they like non-controlled leaks, but I think some of the leaks seemed a little bit fake. Some of them seem like corporate leaks. They probably want controlled leaks.
Also openly praise them. I'm very, very fair-minded towards them. I don't treat them any differently than I do any other company. Like, people call me a Warlord ball washer. I'm not. Warlord, I report on Warlord games as much as I report on Games Workshop. And the reason why I say nice things about Warlord is because Warlord gives me reasons to say nice things about them. And the reason I say bad things, more bad things about GW is because
Mordian Glory is so wide I struggle to watch any of his videos. I think some of his videos drag on for a little bit. He needs to start making like proper scripted content again.
GW gives me a lot of reasons to complain about them.
Like, there's a reason why he's almost got 90k subscribers, and it's because he used to make like actual decent like guides, like scripted content and all of that.
However, I have not shied away.
But at the same time, I understand him for making like live stream clips because like this format makes a bit more money and he's trying to like make a living through that. So I can't really blame him. I've said that already. But as like there's two sides, right? Like the understanding of that side, and then there's the entertainment side. And I wish he did more of the old stuff.
Away from criticism of Warlord games when they fucked up the Soviet box set, I covered it. When they fucked up,
and unfortunately, when you're talking about Warhammer 40k content, like a lot of it really is kind of whiny, isn't it? Like you can go through like the Warhammer 40k tab, and a lot of it is just complaining about Games Workshop. Like rants and stuff like that. It's just really the nature of the territory, and I think it's in a certain way it's just easy content. Me, like personally, I got a little bit sick of. I want to do like criticisms of Games Workshop, and I wanted to make it like a bit more unique, and that's where some of the EXE videos really came from. Because I feel like there are people in the marketing or like somewhere in Games Workshop in some positions. They're almost like the cable people. Let me show you a clip. When they say they're like the cable people from South Park, right? Is this the one? Oh yeah, that's the one. Let me go grab it. Yeah, sometimes I feel like Games Workshop is like this. And let me know if you know what I'm talking about. Like you go around and you complain to Games Workshop.
Oh, wait, we're it, aren't we?
And they're like, yeah, complain about me. Yeah, you're making another rant video? Oh, yeah, that's too bad.
Oh, sure. Hey, David. Hi, is there a problem here?
Yeah, your 11th edition codex is fucking, like, bugged and shit. FAQ it.
We want specific networks dropped from our cable.
Oh, you have to pay for...
Oh, you want non-bugged rules? That's too bad. You want your legends unit back? Oh, that's too bad.
You can't just pay for what you want to watch. Darn it.
No, and I sometimes feel like they kind of get off on it. And so so that's my approach to criticism, which is like the EXE videos. Is there a problem here? GW, just give us red butchers, please, bro. Yeah, no. Okay, maybe, okay, so Games Workshop did make like during 11th edition, they did mention red butchers. And they said that they're not going to be called red butchers anymore. And in a certain way, I do agree with them because the red butchers were really a 30k formation. And in the lore now, the red butchers are like a rank. It's like a veteran rank. So for Terminators to be called red butchers is like not entirely accurate now, but I think they actually mentioned that is because they might actually bring out Terminators and just call them something else. Which I'm probably okay with.
The British mystery box.
Yeah, just paint Corn Berserkers and Armageddon for Steel Legion.
I covered it. I treat everybody the same. Warlord games.
I'm not like, I mean, it's just inevitable that we're eventually going to get like some kind of World Eaters Terminators anyways, because I think Games Workshop probably realizes like releasing Terminators over and over again is going to yield them a lot of money. If they ever get a slow month, if the stock ever, stagnates, they can just release a new round of Terminators and they'll probably just revive everything. People just love Terminators.
Just works hard to not like
some people like certain units so much that they'll start entire armies off of that, and I think Red Butchers are one of them. Like, if they just bring out Red Butchers, we're not talking about just the sales in model kits themselves. They're probably going to like entice people to just start maybe World Eaters just to like build a ton of Terminators.
Do not give me or many other people reasons to complain about them. Games Workshop, on the other hand, apparently actively has weaponized incompetence and goes out of their way to fuck up as much.
I bought 10 Calgar heads to make a squad of 10. See, this is what I'm talking about. People will really lean into like an idea. So I bought 10 Calgar heads to make a squad of 10 Ultramarine Berserkers before GW makes them. That's just crazy.
It's possible.
It sounds great. The Calgar memes are pretty
and here's
funny.
The fucking thing. Here's the fucking thing, right?
No, bro, I'm telling you, when Total War 40k comes out, one of the first mods that's probably going to come out is like they replace all the they replace all the Space Marines with Calgar, or at least replace all the heads with Calgar. So every single Ultramarine will just have Calgar heads. And then the captain will have a Calgar head. Every single intercessor is a Calgar. Every single Hellblaster is a Calgar. The Redemptive Dreadnought probably has like a Calgar head sticking out somewhere. I can see that. Yeah, it's probably going to be a mod.
I'm not going to reach out to GW, and I'm not going to say, let's work
Calgar
together
hammer
or anything like
40,000.
that.
Or is it 40,000 Calgars?
Okay, I get it.
With a hammer.
I get it. In a funny sort of way, Games Workshop, I actually respect you more. Right? You have blacklisted me for what I believe, you know, assuming that it's not for Reddit-brained reasons, okay? If it's for Reddit-brained reasons, you're a bunch of fucking idiots, okay? Like you are. But I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say it's not that. I'm going to say it's probably for much more.
You know another thing, another really funny thing, if I was in charge of 40K Twitter, like Games Workshop Twitter right now, I'll be like, yeah, Mordian, you're actually blacklisted, but it's because, you know, you don't wash your hands. Or because you're an Arsenal fan. Or because, you're not 6 foot tall. Or something like that, like something completely unrelated. It's like, no, I'm sorry, it's because you don't bench like 100 kilograms and you're like 5'3".
More business-related reasons, which is going to be fucking like...
I just don't like your haircut.
Me leaking shit, me criticizing.
Something like this, like
okay,
really out there, just for fun.
Right? I criticize you, I leak your stuff, you blacklist me. Fine. Okay, you know what? Like I said, I actually respect it. Sticking to your position. I understand it. I get it. I get the score. I'm not even mad, even slightly. I will say this to your Games Workshop, though. All right? I will say this. If you made more, if you gave me more reasons to say nice things about you, I would say nice things about you. It's that simple. If you didn't release a half fucking baked edition, I'd say, and you released a good edition of Warhammer, I'd praise it. If you hadn't fucked up Heresy, I would be praising Heresy right now.
Should I make an EXE video that's just really positive? Should I just make like a positive, excuse me, positivity 40k.exe? And it's just like complete ball washing, and it's like, give me the bag. Oh, by the way, talk about giving me the bag. I might have like a new sponsorship, but like I need to like double check if it's a scam. I need to like email the parent company and see if it's like an actual thing. And it's gonna be weeb related, and it's kind of funny. Now,
if you hadn't fucked up things like
if I never talk about it again, it's probably a scam.
Age of Sigmar, I would be praising you right now.
If Bro was at the gym as much as he posted, he ranted to be jacked as fuck. Yeah. Maybe he should spend time with like Coordinate Games or something. He needs to do like a thing where like a guy just walks in his room, like Coordinate Game replaces Mordian Glory one day and just plays it off. It's like that whole The Office skit where they replace Jim with like an Asian guy. And then at the end of this, right? At the end of this, be like, wait, I've always been like Mordian Glory. Be like, wait, I've always been Asian.
This is
and then
Jim.
He like changes his entire like channel avatar for that joke. Like his entire channel avatar is like Mordian Glory, the logo, but it's like Asian. I've always been Asian. What are you talking about?
If you hadn't fucked up Dark Water.
It's stupid.
I don't even give a shit about Dark Water. You know? I shouldn't have even had to mention that game. It's that simple, GW. Stop fucking up, and I'll stop making content that talks about you fucking up. You know, how about put on a good show at UKGE, and I can say about how good it was.
Oh wait, I got a copyright strike one. Exempt channels from content ID claims. When you turn on content ID matching. Okay, so I think the Office clip might have gotten me in trouble. Wait, is chat still? Wait. Is the stream still live? Hope that did not give me a chat, man. That'd be kind of bad. Hang on. Okay, we're still alive. We did not get cut. Okay, because once we actually got cut due to that, but I think we're alright. We got.
It's that simple.
It's not a strike. It's just like a hey, don't play this anymore.
To anybody else, I am not the reason why I make negative content about Games Workshop, because I don't just make negative content about you. I make loads of really positive, like guard tactics content as well. All right. It's that simple. I am not the reason why I end up making beef content about GW. You are the reason. If you stop giving me beef, I'll stop making the content. It's that simple. Yeah. And you know what, GW? If you don't give a fuck about me, I don't blame you. I'm a nothing. You're a multi-billion-dollar corporation. I'm nothing. I'm the shit on your shoe. I get it. That's totally okay, man. I know where my place in the ecosystem is. I know that probably no one in GW is ever going to watch this. I know that I'm speaking into the void. I fucking get it, man. I understand. You know? I'm basically
I think he kind of goes off here, right? So he kind of just says that he's been blacklisted. It's probably due to leaks. It's probably due to Varrock. You know, contrary to what Nellop might be saying, you know, he does criticize GW and all of that. Now, was this entire video kind of inspired by what Nellop said? Did Nellop really get underneath his skin? I really don't know, and I don't think he really should be, because you know, he's the one who's actually big enough to earn a living through here, so who cares what some rando actually says, like, from his point of view, obviously. But, well, let's see how this plays out. I can't deal with Mordian, bro, whining anymore, so I gotta love your wrist. Yeah, no worries. We're gonna go on to, like, the Dawn of War 4 anyways, if you want to stick around, but it's fine. No, I understand it.